So today is finally here. I'm gonna be getting my timing belt changed. I'm gonna do my cylinder 4 coolant mod, change out a few hoses, things like that. Pretty much everything to do with the cooling system. Give it a little upgrade. I've been waiting for this day for a while. Well, probably over a year. Let's get it done. Alright, so first things first, I need to remove all this stuff. Remove all this. I got a new rad, so I'm going to take that out. Hoses. Then so we can get down in here to get the crank pulley off and get behind the timing belt cover. Go from there, start draining our coolant. Alright, so I drained the coolant. I got the old rad out. See the thermostat housing. All the coolant. So I actually drained it from the bottom hose that connected to the rad. Honestly, didn't make too much mess. You can see a little bit of staining. It'll dry up. I was just really trying to avoid getting it all over the headers, but I feel like it's gonna happen. The rad's over there. Okay, so a bit of a hang up. I did not have a 22 millimeter to get out the crank pulley. So I'm gonna work on doing, I think it's like the turbo coolant reservoir. You can see it over there. Getting that put in, and then I'm gonna take off the intercooler and do the cylinder 4 cooling mod. It's gonna be a lot easier to get it from the top. So it's the next day, and I did not get the crank pulley off last night, so I decided to work on the cylinder 4 cooling mod and the, was it turbo coolant reservoir, whatever it is, this guy right up there. I got the mask on today, not because of Corona, but because of the fires. I don't know if you can see, it's not too bad, a little shaky. It's pretty smoky out here, but I've only got today to finish this, so that's what's gonna be happening. So like I said, yesterday, the rest of the time I had, I installed this guy. The hose going down right here was a bit of a pain just because it was super tiny. Just a little bit of silicone helped get it on. Waiting to plug this stuff in once I get the new rad in. Let's see, the cylinder 4 cooling mod is up over here. You can see it, yeah, right there. It sort of looks like this backwards J. It's connected, goes back to the back side of the engine block. Right there. Goes up into the T-fitting. It's a little bit hard to see underneath there, but I got that done yesterday. And this morning I was able to get the crank pulley off the timing cover so I can expose everything, and you can see my time was just about up. My tensioner was leaking like crazy, and I want to say my timing marks are a little bit off. You can see that those two don't really line up. I'll mess with it a little more. It looks pretty lined up there. All the other ones are okay. Alright, let's get this stuff taken off. Okay, so I've got the timing belt off, all the little pulleys off. I already took off the old water pump, replaced the new one, put it on, put the new thermostat, put the housing back on. Pretty easy. Now I'm gonna work on taking the cams off, getting the seals replaced behind those, the seal behind, or actually the seal right here, get that off, same on this side, then start putting the pulleys back on, the tensioner, I need to bleed it, then yeah, get the belt back on, and this timing job should be done. No big hang-ups. This hose down here was a bit of a pain because it connects to the water pump on this side, and then you got two over here that are connecting. When you're putting it back on, all I did was I just disconnected it from the water pump, undid this bolt. It's just a bracket, so you can just move it out of the way. It goes on easy. I put a tiny bit of seal, you can see. I know you don't need it, but I just put a tiny bit around it, just be safe. Yeah. Let's get to it. I only got like an hour left of daylight out here. Alright, so some of the other things I finished was the power steering line. I put the stainless steel in there since I was having a bunch of leaks. This goes all the way to the back and down there. Let's see. I did a more grounding kit, so you can see this ground wire goes to the body over there. Then I did another one from here going to over there. I upgraded the battery one that connects from here to here. I'm gonna do the alternator with the fuse, but I'm trying to figure out how I want to do all that right there. So back to the timing. So I've got the pulleys on, the cam's locked up, I'm ready to put the belts on. So once I get it on, I'll get everything back on. Okay, so now I got the crank pulley back on. I've got the other two belts put on, the serpentine belts. I got the new rad dropped in, put the hoses on. I had to trim this one, and actually the bottom one down there. You can see it right there. Had to trim those up. I'm thinking the new rad is just a little bit fatter. Let's see, so the last thing to do is finish connecting this power steering to here. And then these lines come in from up here, snake them down, connect into these two, and then I believe just we're gonna fill up the radiator with coolant. Alright, so I got everything buttoned up. I'm just burping the coolant system, adding some power steering. Everything looks like it's running well, doesn't sound wrong. Everything's lining up. Last thing I gotta do is put on the cover right here. See, that's what you want. Alright, almost done. So now that the timing belt's all done, the last thing I did was a full brake upgrade. So you can see I did the slotted rotors, the stainless steel lines going back, and then I sanded, stripped, and repainted my calipers orange with some black lettering. I'm liking it. Let's get a view of the back. This is what the back looks like. Peep the drip. No leaks. Another stainless steel line, new rotors, everything like that. I already got done bleeding the brake system. This thing right here is freaking awesome. If you don't got one of these, get one. Makes life way easier. Alright guys, that's the end of this one. Peace.